Right, guys, welcome back. So it's the time now, the knockout stages. Okay, this is where the everything really kicks on. Okay, we will start. Our main agenda will be previewing the classic match, England versus Germany. All right, but we will
Yeah.
start first with another exciting match. Okay, Belgium Portugal. Okay, I think this match, me personally as a Holland fan, I was really hoping not to meet Portugal. I think Portugal is not a team that you want to meet, especially in knockout stages, and especially
Mm.
when they have Ronaldo, the X factor there.
Ui.
They always have the chance to go through. But coming to Darwin, your second favorite team, Belgium. How do you fancy
Yes,
their chances against Portugal?
then the key is two players. I think this Lukaku and Kevin De Bruyne. So how they're linking up. I think if Kevin De Bruyne can get the game going, I think he can actually create more chances for Lukaku to exploit. I think Lukaku should able to give trouble to Pepe and Ruben Diaz. But like I said, the opposite side, the defense side, they must be, I think, should be careful because like in the defense side, they are quite fragile. Especially you say when they face the Denmark, they were totally lost in the defense side. They was easily could have lost, could have down 2 or 3 nil down the first half.
Yeah.
So that will be the one thing that they need to balance up. I think, and next Alex Witsel to come in the middle part, that will be another one more key. I think these three players, I think Kevin De Bruyne, Witsel, and Lukaku, these three players must perform against Portugal. And I fancy their chances against them. Like I said, that their defense must be able to cope Ronaldo and the team.
But why not a single mention for Hazard, bro? Like you're saying, like
Hazard,
Hazard don't exist in the team.
Irrelevant.
Don't hurt Anand here, day. Come on.
No, Hazard, I feel that it's just coming back into the game. Like I said, Real Madrid, he just came in back, even into Belgium. Like I said, yeah, he could be another star in that team later on against Portugal. But I feel like Kevin De Bruyne will be the one pulling in the strings. Like I said, Hazard, let's see what happens in the game. So I'm looking at these three players here first.
I think the other Hazard is playing better.
The Torgan Hazard.
Hazard, his brother.
But I feel honestly, right? If Belgium stand any chance, I think the real Hazard, okay, Eden Hazard has to really step up, perform to his best. But the thing is, I think his best is been expired for some time already. I think the last he played well was maybe 1 or 2 years ago. Okay.
Yes,
but as a neutral, I'm looking forward. Like I want to see the battle. If Bruno starts for Portugal, Bruno and Kevin De Bruyne, same pitch. Then Ronaldo and Lukaku. I mean, this is going to be amazing. But what do you feel? Is it like looking at the past game, Bruno was benched. Do you feel like Portugal should maintain the same lineup or maybe start Bruno?
I think the disappointment with Bruno continues. Even against France, when he came on, you see, he came on pretty late in the game. He's supposed to be the guy who injects pace into the game. He did that, but everything went to waste. He almost considered a penalty as well. So I think Bruno is just not at the right level yet for Portugal. And I think if he performs to what he's capable of, then yes. But personally, I think Portugal should maintain the same midfield that they started with against France. Because I think Renato Sanchez, he was really impressive. I really liked his game. And I think that that would be necessary against Belgium as well. We all know that Kevin De Bruyne is one of the best midfielders in the world, and I think that Portugal really need to cope with that. So, yeah, for me, I think Bruno would still have to start on the bench if Portugal were to go ahead and win the midfield battle against Belgium.
How about Bruno starting instead of Moutinho's place?
Exactly, yeah. Actually, that's what I wanted to.
Like they can play with 2 number 8 and 1 DM.
See, Bruno and Moutinho are very different players. And I think Bruno is clumsier compared to Moutinho. So I think Moutinho has a more, I think he has a better defensive capacity compared to Bruno. So I think that if you ask me, I think Moutinho should still start because Bruno is just too rash, I feel. He is just going into the game. He is just sprinting everywhere, trying to get the ball back, but he's not really being productive. Whereas players like Moutinho, they understand the game better, I feel. I feel like he has a more composed self, which is really important. So I think...
At the same time, also...
No, sorry,
yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to add on also because like if even if let's say just come to think of it, when Joe Moutinho is there, I think you also have Bernardo Silva who's doing all those. He's working hard, he's running here and there, and actually that's he's doing what actually Bruno's. I mean that you could give to the team. So I feel so Joe Moutinho on Bernardo's side is actually Joe Moutinho is the one who's like keeping the calm, and then Bernardo Silva can play his game at that side at that flank. I think. So I think maybe you should start Joe Moutinho as well. True.
But
And I think Bruno could be an advantage when he comes on later on, like I said, because he should be the guy who's injecting pace into the game and so on.
True.
Whereas if you bring Moutinho as a second half substitute or later in the game, you're still not going to get that pace out of Moutinho. He's still going to be the calm, composed guy who's just, delivering what he's supposed to do. So I think that it's always better to start with Moutinho and bring in Bruno later on.
Yeah, but another thing I would say, I mean, like as a United fan, right? Of course, I want Bruno to improve for next season. And this tournament, like what I feel for this tournament, like what I see Bruno, right? I think he needs to go to the gym, bro. Like he's too small, man.
So fragile.
Yeah.
Especially in the Hungary game, like he was easily out muscled, they pushed him around easily, and I think also with France, I think he really cannot cope with the physicality of this level. I think. Yeah.
See, that's the thing, right? I think that it was just about a matter of time because this came into light, because you could always see that he was not the best built guy to be in midfield. And I think in Man United, he was escaping sort of because he always had that pace to escape away from those bigger midfielders and so on. But I think that is also the reason why he couldn't perform for Man United in all those big games, because he could always get out muscled by all the bigger midfielders, that are playing for all the bigger clubs there as well. So yeah, man, Bruno has to improve, not just physically, in his overall game as well.
Especially when he's playing always near to Ronaldo, it's so obvious. He's like so small, man. Like,
and can't even get a penalty in Portugal.
You don't even have to compare him to Ronaldo, right? Even Moutinho. I feel like Moutinho has a better physique to be in midfield.
Neves,
I mean, okay, I think the best example to bring here is Ronaldo Sanchez. He's so much smaller, but I was so impressed with the physicality he showed against Pogba and all. He could literally stand there, he held the ball, and I don't think Bruno will ever he'll never be able to do that. He'll always get out muscle. Yeah.
Right, so but I think I don't need to ask Darwin and AC for your predictions. I know who you guys are going for. So let me go with the neutrals. Your prediction to win this game, Kevin.
Okay, this will definitely be an interesting and intense match, like I said earlier. But yeah, we hope to see more attacking from both sides. And like, of course, based on the squad we have, I would like to see Portugal to go ahead and we go probably 2-1 win.
Portugal, all right.
Yes, 2-1. So Ronaldo definitely be scoring one of it, probably a penalty as well. But yeah, because like how Darwin said earlier, the defensive wise, I would say Belgium is a bit lacking in that compared to Portugal. Of course, Portugal still have Pepe and also Ruben Dias. But yes, what happened against Germany? No one expected that. Like the pace of it, the pace of the striker, and this is where like Kevin De Bruyne, Lukaku, Hazard, Timo Hazard, or Eden Hazard even they start. So this is where they can influence or bulldoze the Portugal defense. So yes, both teams will definitely score and it'll be 2-1, and it's definitely a close game, hopefully.
All right. Anand, are you backing your player Hazard to make a difference?
On Belgium versus Portugal, I'm going to go for the likes of Belgium. Just because Portugal, comparing Belgium and Portugal, it's a question between team chemistry and X factor. I feel Portugal has more X factor, bigger X factor, but Portugal needs to get the right players to get the additional bit of chemistry to keep them intact. Both of these teams are actually weak in defense that can be exploited actually, with Portugal having a bit more experience in defense per se. But it will end up being to who's going to score more. So in that case, it's really going to go down to team chemistry versus X factor. Ronaldo making the difference. However, I think it's going to be a 2-1 win to Belgium. That's my prediction.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
So one Portugal, one Belgium. Rajan?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go with Portugal winning because I mean, I'm not taking anything from Belgium in terms of players, Kevin De Bruyne and Lukaku and all these players, but in terms of experience and in terms of being calm and composed in big tournaments, I think Portugal has shown how they're capable of in last tournament. And I think my prediction is Portugal 2-0 with Joe Moutinho free kick and Ronaldo scoring a header. And then Belgium will try all their best to score a goal against Portugal, and then they'll expose them in counter attack, and Diogo Jota is going to run and score a goal.
Oh, I saw that coming, man. I saw that coming from so far. I was thinking for so long, mention his name. Really.
Sketched it.
He was so quiet. He was so quiet all the while.
I agree with you, Rajan.
Yeah.
I think at this kind of high caliber intensity matches, especially knockout, I think Portugal they have been in the stages more times than this Belgium squad.
Yes.
I think they have the experience and the know-how.
And also another one thing, Ivan, they've already go against Mbappe and Kante and Pogba and all these players in the group stages as well. And they have, they have learned, I mean, they have faced all those important strong players as well. So that's why I feel like...
They have faced Lukaku, Mike. They have faced Lukaku, Mike.
We have Pepe.
I hope Lukaku brings back his Manchester United first touch. Then it's an easy game.
He's no more the same Lukaku, please.
No, it's not. It's nowhere fair.
He'll
be there. Even in his good games, you can see a glimpse of it. It's just that his goals are overshadowing it.
Form is temporary.
It's permanent.
You guys are gonna be so sorry if he scored the 2 goals, like I said, man.